Alright, hey guys, welcome back to episode 4. We're gonna go over, for sure, the command handler, possibly the event handler. Event handler is actually way smaller, so that's a plus side. So in the last video, we went over making our client presets, partials, intents, installing Discord, .js, etc. So this time we're gonna go over our command handler, let's see, or component handler, that too, that's going to be the longest one. So the command and events are actually going to be really small, but yeah. Anyway, so for the command handler, we're actually going to use collections and all that stuff. So we're going to do client.commands, and this is going to equal a new collection. And then we're going to use like a little color things that we added earlier. So we're going to do client.colors equals and then gradient. After this, we're going to identify like what our command folder name is. So we're going to do const folder path equals, and then we needed path earlier for this reason, so we can do path.join. And then we're going to do underscore directory name. I just did the wrong bop. Comma, and then this is whatever you named it. So in our case, it's a lowercase c, and then it's commands. So now the next one, we want to read our path, which we need fs for. So we're going to do const and then command, folders equals fs reader sync, and then we're going to do folders path. So basically in this line, we're saying, hey, our commands folder is what our folder path up here is. So it's going to find our path, join it together, and be like, hey, okay, it's in their commands. So we're going to jump down a couple lines. Thought about replying to someone, but that can wait. Anyway, so now we're going to do a for const. Basically, we're saying, hey, our folder of our commands folder up above there is, and then now we're going to do our const commands path. If I can find commands path. Forgot that. Path, and then we're going to path find it, join it, and then our commands path is going to be in our folders, helps spell, folders path, and also folder. So basically this is saying, hey, so we need to find our folders path, which is, you know, up above there on line 22, and then we're going to have multiple folders inside of it. So now we're going to want to do our command, const command files, excuse me, equals fs, and then we're going to kind of jump it down so it's a little easier to read. So we're going to do reader sync, which is going to be commands path. And then we'll want to filter our path. So basically, up above there, we're reading our commands path, which obviously reads where our commands are, etc. Now we're going to filter it so where it's only going to end with .js. So it will not read anything that's like .json, aka JSON, or .ts, etc. This is only going to look for JavaScript files. So in order to do that, we could do filter, and we do file, and then our file is going to make an array out to file, and then where you want ends with capital W. Hopefully you guys are doing better at spelling than I am. And then we'll do .js. So like if we were doing JavaScript, or sorry, TypeScript or something, would be .ts instead. semicolon expected. Right here we can add one. Where was it? Up here. That one. Const. Just making sure I spelled everything right here. FS reader sync commands path filter file equals file and so. Okay, so keep going here. So now what we want to verify. Hey, we need a wait no. Nope. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, getting ahead of myself. Right now we want another for const. So this time we're going to do our files instead of our folder. So const file of command files. And then we want to do basically what we just did, but this one's going to be a little different. So now we're going to do const file path equals, and then for us it's going to be our commands folder, and slash. So this is where it's going to be looking for different folders inside of our folder. So what we want to do is the money sign, curly bracket. Helps if you have the right one. We want a folder, another curly bracket, slash, money sign, curly bracket, file, curly bracket. So we did this wrong here, so we're actually gonna highlight this, cut it with Control X, delete those. Now we want the tillis one. There we go. I'll do that. Okay. So now we want to do our command, which is going to require our file path. If I can find the right, there it is. I'm blind, don't mind me. Just gonna look for our file path. Now, since we did that, now we want to do an if-else statement. So we can do if our data in command or our execute is in command. We're gonna want client dot commands dot set, and then we want to do command data name, comma, and then the command else. Now we're just going to do a simple console log. And we'll do the tillis again. We'll just put warning, the command at, and then we'll do our file path is missing our required. And then we're going to do a data or an execute property like above, which we'll go over that when we make our commands here. I feel like I'm missing something though. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. Because we got 2 ears? I see the one. Am I blind? Where's right here? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Let's look through this here. So client that commands equals new collection. Oh. Good thing we're going through this. Let's see, client colors equals gradient. folder path. This path that join. Yeah, something doesn't seem right here. For const folder of command folders. Curly bracket const commands path equals path that join folders path folder k equals fs dot reader sync commands path dot filter file. Okay, found the issue. There we go. We just had an extra bracket there. What do you guys call that? Oof, we got drama. Okay, so that's going to be our command handler. Basically, in summary, what we're doing here, we're looking for a folder called commands. And then down here, we're looking for, other folders in our thing. So, for example, I open up commands, as you can see, we have 2 other folders. So now it's going to look into the info folder. And then we found a file, which is ping.js. So we're actually going to go ahead and save this. Let's see what we're at. 11 minutes. I'm going to save that. So we'll save it, and next one we'll do the component folder. Or file, sorry.